do you believe or do you have the assumption that your colleagues, our colleagues, gave Elabaya the situation she is right now?
What do you mean? What do you mean gave? I don't think.
Not. I feel like they should have played the game better in a situation whereby.
Don't let someone get under your skin.
No, not even don't let somebody get under your skin. Don't make somebody look like they are a clear underdog. Because human mentality is to support the underdog. If Chelsea and Aston Villa is playing, the whole world wants Chelsea to lose. If Real Madrid is playing, the whole world wants Real Madrid to win because they're the better team. So Elabaya going into the house was not meant to be a threat. And all those daggers were thrown at her.
Beauty, for me, the beauty of Big Brother is the whole idea is for you not to really know. Right? Right now, nobody even really knows if that girl is doing exactly what she's calculating to do.
I think now she is. Initially, she wasn't. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm gonna need you to tell your mom, to tell your dad, to tell your uncle, to tell the dog, to go to the post office, because I'm from Anambra State, to send a nice letter, lick it, to go to the next state, which is...
Cross River.
Cross River. Okay. We moving places, ladies and gentlemen. To tell them that we have Lucy in the building and Sabi Radio is live.
Ooh.
It's live! Lucy, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
I love that smile, baby girl. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Has anyone told you that today?
Yes. Sorry, you're not the
You don't even want to make me feel a little special. Wow. This is the Lucy we know. Spicy every time. Nah, it is you, baby girl. And that is what you brought to the house. Let's start with the elephant in the room.
Which is?
Why were you not in the house initially?
Big Brother. He will have to answer that because I have no idea really.
Would you have wanted to stay?
I think they already know that this one should we not be strong enough
bring
to
the energy
stay.
though. You say your mind.
You know, those people, they see things differently. They might have seen you break down over certain things and knowing that okay, this person put in this same spot with this person might cause certain things. So I feel like they knew that I would not want to stay that long in the house. I feel like they would have known.
Or if they called you initially, would you have said yes?
I was kind of hoping they would, but getting there now and seeing things, I'm like, you know what? I might not have
because I feel like
survived.
I talked to your fellow colleague that was in the house with you initially. I said that your set was fucking intense. It was filled with dogs that if they were in other sets, they could have won. I honestly believe that because your set was intense. I don't know whether it was called the climate or the individuals, but yours was just
everybody was unique and they had something to offer.
And I'll always be honest with you, baby girl, and I'm always going to be an honest person. You're the only girl who I've seen after the first 3 weeks in the house was in a low threshold, and 5 minutes you became one of the top dogs in the house. And that's how intense it was. It was like a top dog could be a low dog one day and he's back to the top. That incident with you and Nengi, I still remember it in my head. They were like, oh my God, Lucy is here to play. And I was like, Lucy's here to play. And I messed with that. And that's when we realized, because you were really quiet initially.
Come on, cool the whole time, and then exploded.
It took you some time to really get adjusted in the house. Like, you were showing your vibe energy. Then we just saw Lucy with teeth and we're like, yes, that is what we need. And I saw a bit of this. The team it was about to come out this season, but you kept it back in.
I feel like every of those my season, my time, I felt like it was a lot of whole fighting and stuff. So I mean, what was the point? So are you saying somebody didn't grow, in that whole space?
So you gave your life to Christ? That's what you're trying to say.
But I was Christian the whole time. No, I was Christian the whole time. But you know that violent take it by force. So
I like that part of the Bible. I like that part of the Bible.
It was never a thing of my faith. It was never about that. It was just the thing of, look, I'm not gonna take certain things.
Talk to me respect. I'll talk to you respect.
But I don't think that this season I still got disrespected. I don't know. Maybe unless I missed it.
I feel like nobody would try you. I feel like they know.
That
already.
was the whole idea.
But you are about to that somebody that was tried. The Venita situation.
Benita.
Or was it, the Benita situation? When you were like, if she talked to me like that,
Oh no, that was Kimopra.
Okay, if she
I would
talked
have
to
said,
me like that.
yeah. So yes,
You were like, if that was me.
I was sure that I would lose it in the house if it continued. But luckily, it didn't. So I did not have to defend myself for any reason. So
Was that the tension you were feeling the first week when you were like, I need to leave before I need to?
Oh no, it was never about what was going on in the house or anything. It was just more of an individual thing. We're here to, play a role.
Okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to be on my side. So why are you coming for me? If any of I told Big Brother too, I said if any of the housemates had come for me, I would, just look at them like, you don't know I'm not a player in the game. So of course you would try to attack, but I would still be on the nice side because I'm here to douse the fire, not poke it or feed the fire. No, that was not why I was there. I was specifically told not to do that, so I was just playing according to the rules. And I think that has always been my problem, the fact that they give rules and I'm a rule follower. So I always try to like be the nice one and everything, but I really felt like this time around I could have thrown some hands. I really felt yeah. And I did not want to have to do that and come out and defend my brand, because
that was a Kimopra situation, right?
Yes, that would have.
Are y'all cool now, or y'all need to have a conversation outside?
We did have that conversation. I'm surprised nobody saw that. This is why I keep telling people
the cameras
that,
don't show everything.
Yes, they cannot. So we had the conversation. The few days later, I don't know what it was, but she walked up and like, she's sorry, she did not know that that's how I talk, and that she's sorry she came for me. Well, she apologized and hope we're cool. So we got past it. So, and then there's this other case now where I people are asking me, I go to have interviews and they're asking me that, the only person I didn't hug in the house was Ilebaye. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? There's so many people, I couldn't even keep tabs of who I was hugging. In my head, I hugged everybody. So he said no, that I kept dodging her every time she came. I'm like, I swear, that's not what I saw. I don't know.
I'm glad you brought her name up, because I asked your brother the same question.
Okay.
Do you believe, or do you have the assumption that your colleagues, our colleagues, gave whoever is going to be in that final 3 spots their spots the first few weeks? The housemates. A lot of people say they gave Ilebaye the situation she is right now.
What do you mean? What do you mean gave? I don't think.
I feel like they should have played the game better in a situation whereby.
Don't let someone get under your skin.
No, not even don't let somebody get under your skin. Don't make somebody look like they are a clear underdog. Because human mentality is to support the underdog. If Chelsea and Aston Villa is playing, the whole world wants Chelsea to lose. If Real Madrid is playing, the whole world wants Real Madrid to win because they're the better team. So Ilebaye going into the house was not meant to be a threat, and all those daggers were thrown at her.
The beauty of Big Brother is the whole idea is for you not to really know, right? Right now, nobody even really knows if that girl is doing exactly what she's calculating to do.
I think now she is. Initially, she wasn't. I feel like that white money situation, I feel like she milked it a little bit. She knew what she was doing. So the other situations, like, it was actually her being attacked.
Me, I don't know. I didn't follow that part, but I know that she was being talked about a lot outside the house before I was called in, and I just told myself, I said, either ways, she's been talked about. And the more you talk about this person, the more they're going to stay in the house. I just already knew that one. Okay. So me going into the house, I just told myself, I said, this is one person that I want to get to know. So, because the buzz about her is a lot. So I get there and I have a conversation with her. This was, I think, one of the days after her fight with someone, and I'm like, what's up? What's really going on? Talk to me. And the girl has a very intelligent conversation with me, and she's like, if I wanted to, poke some buttons, I could have done that. If I wanted him, I could have gone for him. And in my mind, I'm like, yep, okay. So she has her head screwed tight. So that's good.
So you think she's playing a game?
If she decided to, I'm sure she would be able to.
Talking about right now.
I don't know about right now. I'm still not following. I've been doing the rounds. So
yeah,
fair. I honestly have not looked at things.
So I already told Prince, you had an beautiful insight from outside the game before you entered and inside. Who do you think is playing the best game?
I don't
say with your chest.
Also, no. You have to understand. You know already that this thing is not really a game. You also know it's people's realities, so it's kind of different. Like I keep saying, it's only the people that are there that really know their hearts. We might be looking at it and just say, oh, this person is just doing this. You can't really say. Only the person in their heart knows that, okay, I'm just playing, these people. I really do not know. I can't even guess. Okay, me and number one again, I feel like I'm horrible at reading people. Is what you tell me that I'm going to take. I'm not going to assume anything.
Yeah.
So if you tell me directly, oh, I'm this, I'm going to believe you until you do something that makes me doubt what you said. So far, everybody seems to be exactly who they are. You see the quarrel part, you take the quarrel part. Who you are to me is who I'm going to take.
First.
So as much as somebody say, oh, this person is peppery, this person is that one, when you come and ask me, I'm like, no, that's not the side I saw. So it's not because you're having an issue with someone, I'm going to come and carry it on my head. It not concern me. You're on your own. Go and fight your fight by yourself. So I think people were expecting that I'm going to go take sides and start fighting people's battles. And I'm not. I did that the first time. I carried people's battles on my head and I ended up slapping someone and beating someone on live TV. So I don't think I ever want to.
How is that going?
We settled, actually.
See,
when I express myself, that's it. It ends there for me. So for whichever result you get after you misbehave, it ends there for me.
Hectic, no?
That's it. I rant, well, that's how I felt in that moment. If you talk too much and you slap, you collect, and it ends there. So I'm just saying. Not that anybody should try me or
Fairs.
I'm just saying. Let's know.
Lucy, would you pardon me to bring in this segment as in presented by Amatem Soft Gel?
Oh, okay.
Amatem Soft Gel was a big sponsor in the Big Brother house. You're familiar with it.
I actually won. I won their game.
I remember you were Team Amatem. You were Team Amatem.
Yes.
It's raining season.
Okay.
The season where malaria is the biggest, is the most. It's everywhere. What is your go-to drug?
Amatem Soft Gel.
That's all we need to know. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That was also brought to you by Amatem Soft Gel. Remember to also be checking out the Sabi Radio story page to choose your game changer for the week in the house. Back to it. Lucy. We've talked about your fieriness. We've talked about your beauty. Let's talk about beauty outside of the house.
Okay.
Let's talk about Lucy outside the house. Beauty. Where does that come? Salons. You're into the saloon business. Prince has a competition.
Yes, but
Serious
somehow not really, because he's on a different side of Lagos. I'm on a different side. My salon is in Victoria Island.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Victoria. She was like,
So it's not the same. No, it's not the same. He has his customer base.
Okay.
I have mine. Yes, we have friends in mutuals and we have mutual friends and all of that. Friends in common, but I don't think it really affects, right? We do lashes, we do makeup, we do hair. It's a unisex salon.
I do my lashes too. I need a little touch.
Some people can wax your brows for you.
Yeah.
Shape your beard.
Yeah. Lucy got me. Nah, but how many stores do you have now?
For the salon is just the one inside Oriental Hotel by the poolside.
Okay.
And then my grill shop is inside Morningside Suite Hotel in Teslim Elias by the poolside. So you walk in and
poolside.
Yes.
Y'all can do your lashes, chill in the pool after. You know the vibes.
I don't know what it is with me.
We had Lucy in the building, all the way from Cross River. You already know the vibes. My name is Miracle. This is Lucy, and Sabi Radio is live. Tune into next week. Did you feel like you were obligated to tell him how the outside world felt about what he was saying? Or was it just like, oh, they told me to tell you this? Because Big Brother also called him into the diary room and like trying to refresh his memory.
Us going into the house, we had strict warnings to not tell any housemate what the perception of them is on the outside. And if we did that, we're going to be pulled from the house immediately. Obviously. You get, so I wasn't trying to tell anybody. I think there's even a video out where I think it's when I came out, I saw it. He was asking me how he's doing on the outside. I'm like,
in the garden.
Yeah, I was like, no, you're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back again. I'm gonna need you to tell your mom, to tell your dad, to tell your uncle, to tell your auntie, even though they're fighting, to tell the dog to go across the street, to tell the other dog to go to the post office from Anambra State to which state?
Imo State.
Imo State. It's all good. It's okay. To tell them that we talking to Mr. Purple Rain himself, but he's wearing green. We talking to the man who took over the girls' business, that took over the hair, and now he's about to take over the music scene. We talking to Mr. Royalty himself. He's so royal they had to call him Prince. Sabi Radio is live, and we talking to Mr. Prince himself. My God.
G. Afana.
My God! Now we need to cut the BS out. We know each other. We've seen each other from time to time. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, my G.
I'm proud. I was sad that I did not see you initially, and we're gonna dive into that. I was sad initially I did not see you in the lineup, but I was so happy that I saw you when you came in because you're one individual that brings joy to me because you're competitive. I remember the first time you were inside the house, what drew me to you was how competitive you are. You never want to lose, and that's how I am. I remember when in your first season, you were so frustrated because you were not winning. Every time you were so close to winning head of house. And I remember in my season, I was just that way. I never won a head of house, but I was always staying optimistic and always staying ahead in the game because it's very, very important. Especially due to the fact that I was paired up with somebody. You were in the midst of dogs. I've said that. I've said that your season was a season where if any of those other people in other seasons, y'all would have won. Facts. Because y'all were dogs. Like y'all were dogs. And that's why I'm a keeper 100, and I've said it to everybody. I was a bit disappointed with Tony Badge approach in the game, but we can talk about that one later. Let's dive into you, my brother. Why didn't you enter the house earlier, brother? Because I know they hit you up. I know they hit you up.
So Biggie reached out, but at the time, unfortunately, I was working on my record label. Still am, and the timing was wrong for me. We were, going into music camp at the time. We were, doing a lot of recording, and there was so much that was going on that I needed to be present. I needed to be there to, influence and, make sure that everything was going okay. So I couldn't leave at the time
Okay.
for 8 weeks, 10 weeks, right? So I had to weigh my priorities. This was more important to me at the time than the show. As much as the show is amazing and everything, and it made me who I am today, I had to, pick and choose and say, this is my priority in life right now.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
This is a step forward.
Yeah.
So how's the record label doing now? If you want to plug it real quick, what's the name?
So Pollux Records, we're coming out in next month. Yeah, we're that close. I have amazing artists, Valentiano, and another surprise artist.
Okay, are you doing any openings, any listenings?
Yep. Okay. That's gonna be next month, like I said. So, and they're amazing. The music that we've recorded and what we're about to churn out to you guys is so beautiful that I can't wait for you guys to hear it. And I know that you guys will stream and support the brand
that way. And you already know Sabi Radio is going to be supporting Prince wherever he moves down the future. But I want to dive into the game. Like I said, you're one of the, when it comes to Big Brother, you're one of the, I feel like just naturally as a person, you're a game player.
Yeah.
Whatever situation you put yourself into, you're an athletic guy, you're going to put yourself into, your head is going to be in the game. Were you a bit more relaxed in this season because you knew you only had 2 weeks?
Yeah, definitely. I was, when I went into the house the second time, I was a lot more relaxed because I was not playing for the money. Do you get? So for me, it was about promoting my brand in the house as much as possible in every conversation, every opportunity that I
you
got.
gone to the house, you were doing people's. I was like, that's Prince right there.
Yeah,
but
always promoting my brands as fast as I could. And just having fun.
Yeah.
Get, because unlike the first time I was in the house, it was about trying to win the money. It was a do or die affair for me at the time. Try to win as much as I could. But this time around,
you were still trying to win. I saw you in the arena. You won Pepsi.
I mean, yeah. So the
ultimate prize.
I picked and
you about to go?
I picked and chose the ones that
the one that you're about to. Okay.
Yeah, because Pepsi, I didn't win Pepsi the first in my season. I came second, and I came second from a place where I had a head start. In the first round, my team had a head start, but I lost, and it got to me. So this time around, I was like, I must win it.
Yeah, and you won it in the All-Stars.
You know,
so if you're winning it in a competition that me personally, I said, this is the battle of the GOATs.
You get so
and you win the Ultimate Pepsi Challenge. What does that say?
You get so I was really happy that I won it, and so I was more relaxed. Even head of house, I wasn't really trying. I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to even win head of house at all. Cause for me, I felt like if I won the head of house, I didn't need the immunity. Someone else needed it. So if I win, I'm taking it away from someone who needed it. So there was no point. You get trying to compete. You know. So I just tried to have more fun because, and also my friends were in the house. You get
like some of your
90% of people in the house were my friends. We had relationships outside of the house.
Is Shay your G?
Yeah, Shay is my guy from outside.
Leads me to my next question.
Please.
Prince, don't.
No,
I want you to keep. Keep it a stack.
Let's not
keep it a stack. No, keep it a stack with me.
Let's not go there.
Just keep me a stack with me for 1 second, because I would do the same thing. If my G was moving that type of way, and I had the opportunity to check him inside the house, I would do that, and I appreciated you for what you did because you did it in a clever way. But at the same time, I know y'all a G, so I was just like, listen to my guy. He's trying to send you a message, bro. So, like, did you feel like you were obligated to tell him how the outside world felt about what he was saying? Or was it just like, oh, they told me to tell you this? Because Big Brother also called him into the diary room and, like, trying to refresh his memory.
Us going into the house, we had strict warnings to not tell any housemate what the perception of them is on the outside. And if we did that, we're going to be pulled from the house immediately. You get, so I wasn't trying to tell anybody. I think there's even a video out where I think it's when I came out, I saw it. He was asking me how he's doing on the outside. I'm like,
in the garden.
Yeah, I was like, no, you're good. And people were like, Praise is doing the Lord's work. You get, but what I did was I just told everybody in general, like, I feel like you guys all-star is not all-starring. And that was from a personal space where I felt like they were fighting and bickering too much for nothing. Their actions and reactions to the basest things, the smallest things, as small as who washed plates or who kept plates here or who kept this. For me, it didn't make sense to me. It was like a lot of egos were clashing, and there was no need for egos to clash.
Just expected.
Because no, there's no need for egos to clash because we are G's on the outside. Do you get? You're my guy on the outside. We now come into the show. I expected we'll play the game, but let's not try to tear each other down because, to the best of my knowledge, the show is only for 10 weeks. Real life is forever.
Serve our time.
Do you understand? Facts. By the time we're done there in 10 weeks and you've destroyed my image, behind me.
So do you feel like there's some people who are different in the house than people?
Definitely. There are people who
play the game.
They played the game, but they were playing it in a way that I felt like it's not meant to get to this point.
I know a person in your head already. I
have nobody in my head. I said it to them in general. So it's not something that I pinpointed one person. I said, you are doing this. I said it to everybody in the lounge, and I was like, you guys.
But I feel like knowing you're the type of person that says voices on his chest.
Yep.
And you bringing that up, I remember the name you said. You said Venita because you and Venita actually.
I never made comments to Venita.
No. I'm saying like you spoke on how like she was making sly comments like there and there. You're like, oh, where's this coming from? Because we're actually G's on the outside. Like,
I did say that in an interview. Yeah, I did say that in an interview. But in the house, I didn't say that to her directly.
Oh, of course.
I said it to everybody. And some people understood, what I was saying. Like, he's trying to say something.
Yeah.
Some others thought I was, feeling too big and all, and they even said it to my face. Don't worry. By the time you stay here 1 week, you will fight. And you get up from your high horse. And I'm like, no, I'm not on my high horse. In my set, I didn't even fight anybody. You get? So I just felt like if you're my friend or if we're friends, colleagues, whatever on the outside, we can come in here, play the game clean, do whatever, but don't tear each other down. If I'm trying to tear you down, it's not going to make me a bigger prince than I am.
Facts.
Do you understand? if you try to tear me down, it's not going to make you a bigger miracle than you are. Do you understand? It's what we'll just do is we'll create enmity between each other. We'll inherit other people's enemies. And when we come out in the real world, what will happen when I'm in a place where I have business that can favor you? But if I remember that you've already destroyed my image, do you understand that kind of thing?
I definitely feel
Yeah.
you, bro. You gotta keep these people close to you no matter what in the house, because you don't know how y'all can help each other in both ways. And that leads me to my next question. Somebody who was really excited to see you when you got into the house. Alex. And you've not spoken a bad word about this woman. All you said is she's an amazing friend, amazing woman. We're really close. Is it more than that? Like,
She's
an
my
attractive
friend.
woman,
Yeah,
bro.
she's like a
Attractive
family friend.
woman.
We're like a family friends,
Okay.
right? I knew Alex through my elder sister, actually, and this was even before I went to the show in the first time. Do you get? So
It's 2018, right?
yeah, around 2018. We've been friends since then, and we got closer after I went to the show and came out. We bonded over, the struggles of an ex-housemate. You get, because you and I know that as much as everybody, is trying to support ex-housemates and all of that, nobody understands the struggle of an ex-housemate more than another ex-housemate.
Tough.
Because we are the ones that know where it pinches.
Facts.
Do you get?
Facts.
We can relate to the pressure. We can relate to the ups and downs and everything. So when
Relate to the expectations.
expectations and all. So when there are times when she's down and she needs someone to speak to.
So you were a support system. In the
Yeah,
house.
she will call me to say, "Oh, Prince, how far? This is what I'm going through." When I have stuff I'm going through, and also we work together a lot. A lot of the content that I push out, my adverts and all, she writes them or she directs them. I help her out as well. So
she's really good at it.
Yeah, she's really good at her craft. And she's someone that has a really pure heart. Do you get? And she's always trying to make sure everybody around her is doing
So
okay.
would you say your main motive for those 2 weeks were have as much fun, win the Pepsi task, and be a support system to Alex as much as possible?
So the main motive was, right, promote my brand.
Okay.
We get that was the
number one.
first thing. Promote my brand as much as possible.
Okay.
Do you get? Have fun, support her,
Number 3.
and win as many tasks as I could, because we were told that whatever tax we won in the house we could keep, as much as we're not fighting for the money, but tax we could keep. I was like,
Say less.
no, you don't need to tell me twice.
That way. But a simple question I want to ask you. You observed the game from the outside and from the inside, which is a special thing.
Yeah, really special.
And you observed it from the outside first, which is even makes it more special. Do you think your colleagues, our colleagues, gave the winner the game early? And when I say the winner, or do you think the finalists were determined early in the game?
Nah, man. This is the first time. I think up until now we can't even say who the winner is.
Stop it. Do you have a top 5?
I
Prince,
mean,
I know you have a top 5.
yeah, definitely. There's a top 5 right now.
Who is it?
Do you get? There's Alex, there's Mercy, there's a.k.a. I think there's CEECEE, there's either between Soma or ADEKUNLE, right? And there's one more person that I wanted to call. I said Alex, Mercy, a.k.a.
That's Angel. Neo.
Yeah, Angel.
Not Neo.
Neo's my guy, but
I think Neo may stay longer than Angel.
Neo is my guy, but I feel like he's my guy, and I would love it for him to win. But I feel like based on the way people are playing their games and also watching from the outside and how everything is going, I think ADEKUNLE and Soma have a stronger game than he does. Do you know? That's why I said so. Right now, personally, for me, I think the ladies are playing a better game than the guys.
Okay.
Do you understand? Their game is stronger than the guys, especially on the outside, right? I don't know if they know that on the inside, but
I feel like you have a feeling. I feel like
yeah,
like there was a feeling in the house that
and
everybody now knows that Eleba is making the finals. I feel like everybody in the house knows. Prince, come on, now you in the house, you knew.
I don't think so.
So you have a feeling you're set.
I knew because of I watched from the outside.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Now I'm saying you're set. The first time you're in the house, I feel like it comes to a stage when you're actually observing the game, you kind of feel who's gonna
And
be
that's
with you.
see, I
on the final
think
day.
there's a perception that housemates had of each other, and right now, is right now in this particular season, it comes from a place of what people think about each other on the outside, right? In the house, everybody expects that a Messi will make a finalist. Do you understand? They expect White Money will make a finals. They expect a CEECEE will make a finals. They expect an Alex will make a final. So there is kind of that. That's where all the egos start coming from, because some people feel like even if I don't get to the finals, this person no supposed. This person I no supposed to come out before this person. Do you understand? And that's because of maybe they're looking at their numbers of followers and whatever the brands they're signed with.
That's
on
true.
the outside.
That's true.
But and I was seated with them and we'll have conversations, and when they say some things, I'll just laugh. I'll be like,
Followers don't matter, bro.
I'll just laugh and I'll shake my head and I'll be like, And one person who was trying to always figure out why I was doing that was PERE. PERE was always watching me when they make some when they make some comments and I laugh. He would look at me, he'll be like,
this nigga knows something.
there's something about what this person said that is funny to him, which means it's either it's wrong or it's true. Do you get? But it started getting to the housemates when Kidwire left.
That was a shock for
It was a shocker for every single one of them. They talked about it in the house. They whispered about it in the house.
If Kid goes, where am I?
You get
the pecking order.
Exactly. So they were like, that if so things might be happening on the outside differently than we're thinking inside.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
So it was, and then the next week Fraud left. It was like,
I feel like even this week is gonna shock some people.
Yeah, so
especially the people up.
you
People
get
thinking Doyin will leave, but what if Anissa leaves?
you can never tell. So I think it's they're as confused inside, and I watched it play out. Me and Kim, we used to do this thing where when we're done having conversations with the housemates, and or we'll go to the garden, we'll laugh about it. We'll laugh about it.
No, wait, anything is not even.
Yeah, we're like, come on, if only this person that is saying this thing knew what's up and all of that. We will laugh about it. We'll come back. So, and sometimes they'll be like, why are you guys always...
Yeah, what's going on with y'all, man? That's crazy. But it moves me on to my next question. Who do you think would win? And who do you want to win? I already know who you want to win. Say it. Say it. No, not saying the name.
I mean, of course I want Alex to win. But then again, I have a lot of friends in the house, right?
No, who do you think will win?
Now, who do I think would win? Right now, I do not even know. And that's because...
Top two. Just give me your
I don't know. Wow. To be honest, I don't know. Because the way the dynamics of the game is on the outside, there's a lot of... It's like there's close gaps between some people. And... right now, which is towards the ending of the game, we're in the 7th week, 8th week. If you have a mishap, use Missian or do something,
any of those thinking,
people can just switch up on you, and and you're off.
So do you think it'll be 2 girls or a girl and a guy?
I think it might be 2 girls. I really think it might be 2
I know
girls.
the names you're thinking, but I know you don't want to say. But I know who it's thinking. I know what person's thinking, but it's all good. Y'all. We've talked to the businessman, the musician, the producer, the hairstylist. What am I missing?
All-round entertainer.
All-round entertainer himself. Actor, host, reality TV star, shoe game on point, brim always saucy. But you know we're talking to Mr. Prince Purple Ray himself, but he's wearing green. This was Sabi Radio Live. Thank you.